Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Today I'm going to work on something a little different than usual. I'm going to do something brand new, take a break from my Griffin illustration. Today is Independence Day here in the United States, one of our biggest holidays. So I'm going to do something along those lines. I was thinking that Uncle Sam is the most recognizable American, fictional representation of the country. Although now that I've been looking on Wikipedia, there's an even earlier one that is a woman. But what I was going to do is take Uncle Sam, this most recognizable picture of him from the I Want You for the U.S. Army thing, and just do it as, do this costume and make it Aunt Sam, and not like as a joke or something, but make it a female version. So just basically the same costume, gray hair and stuff, but no beard and more feminine appearance. And I found some cool stuff I can use. I recently got these from my husband's parents, I think, and they're super cool. I don't know if you can see what they are, but they're like stencils. So this one says USA, and it has like stars, and so I thought I could do a little thing down here with that. And then there's this one that is just a circle with some stars, so I could put some stars in the background, put this USA with the stars along the bottom. But this would all be the background stuff, so that wouldn't happen first. What I want to do first is draw the figure. What I'm going to use is this watercolor pad. Let me get my reference image up. And I need to open it in a new window. And pull it up to the side. That's good. That way I can still see my Twitch screen. Okay, so yes, I'm using this watercolor pad, which I got from the Winsor & Newton watercolor box from Art Snacks last year, I think, and I had not used it yet, and it feels like really good paper. It's a shame not to have used it yet. So I already cut a sheet out. It's like perforated, but there's no way you're tearing it out. I had to use a knife to cut it. So that's the paper I'm using. So I'm going to tape it down first. I always love on my watercolor works to get that nice border by taping it down first. I gotta try to get it as even as possible so that the border is nice and even when I pull the tape back up. Try to get them the same size. Oh, this one's going to be tougher because I got that thing right there. I'm going to just tape over that silver clip. I thought this would be a nice way to still be sort of celebrating the holiday, even though I wanted to spend some work hours today creating art, because since this holiday is on a Wednesday, I'm taking Thursday and Friday off. I didn't want to take Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off. That's too much. I need to work a little bit more than that. There we go. Tape just barely doesn't fit right there. That's good. Cat hair in it. Okay, got that all taped down. So the actual media I'm going to use is first this It's another Art Snacks thing I got, but I was already a fan of the Sakura Koi watercolor line. This is just a little travel set. So you can do plein air, or you can bring it with you when you're going somewhere. But I just thought this would be easier to use because it's just got all of these colors already in it. I've never even used it before, but I thought of it. I'm not going to use this brush. This is a little travel brush. So you fill this reservoir with water, then you add the brush here to it, and you can paint without worrying about where your water is going to be coming from. But I'm not going to use that today. And this little sponge is supposed to be for cleaning your brush on, but I don't need that since I have my regular paper towel that I've been using for my griffin, and I've got all the same brushes. I'm just going to use the same brushes that I've been using for my griffin. So this is what I'm going to use. So this has a mixing area. So for the watercolors, I probably will use this for mixing. But on top of that, when I'm thinking of these stencils for the end, if you use watercolor, I mean, maybe if you're like really careful and don't use too much water, then it won't be a problem. But with stencils, if you put something too liquidy on it, then it will spread out underneath. It'll get underneath and then it will just spread out and it won't be all cool. So I got this little pack of gouache, another Art Snacks item, and it has red, white, and blue in it. So I can use that to get like some good effects, and I'm gonna use these little natural sponges. I might use them on their own for some effects, but I'll use them to apply this color. And that's what this palette is for, is in case I need to dab my sponge somewhere or spread out this color better. So I just got done cleaning this. It's all stained with old watercolor that I just cleaned out. So put those over there. The first thing I need to do before I do any of this stuff is draw my character. So I was going to have this along the bottom, although I guess I could do it along the top, but I feel like it holds the picture up if it's from the bottom. So I was going to have this on the bottom. That's interesting. It's not actually centered. The USA at the bottom is not centered. I'll have to do the stars separately. But anyway, just trying to see how I should fill this out, because I haven't actually, I wonder if I should just do the same pose. He's so angry in this picture, like well, not angry, he's like, grr, join the army. So serious. I mean, I guess the army is serious business, but I wanted to do something more fun and playful. Oh, let's see, let's start. Oh wait, what am I doing? I don't want this one. It's gonna leave too much graphite. And a little good luck charm bell got caught on it. Alright, let's erase this real quick because it's already way too much graphite. So, where's my ruler? I want to make sure that the character is centered. So, how many inches is this? Let's see, from border to border, it's like 6. What the heck? What a weird size paper. 5 by 7? missing something. Oh, it starts here. Still not 5 by 7. What the heck? It's almost 7. If you cut off this border, so. Alright, 3, let's see. Wait. What? These aren't inches. Okay, never mind. I don't know what the heck that is. So confused, so confused. And it's still definitely not 5 by 7. Is that the perforation? Maybe the whole page is 7, but it gets cut off. Oh, okay. So it's actually about 6 inches. So I'm going to mark it around 3-inch mark. Just going to put a little line so I know where the center of the page is, and then I'll erase this. Super light line. And I guess I can mark where these stars will end up. I should probably move this USA anyway because and you guys can't even see it, but it's too far up anyway. So let's measure this. Where's my inches? Where do my inches go? It's about 1 inch high. It's a little bit more, but it'll be close enough. If I just mark the 1 inch mark. This is just so I can keep in mind the final picture that I've got in mind. So I don't forget, oh yeah, I wanted to do that, and then I end up doing something that makes it really hard to do that once I get to that point. When I say that, I don't know what yet, but I always do that to myself. I'm like, oh yeah, and then at the end I'll do this thing, but I forget about it and do some other thing, and it makes it so that doing the thing I thought of doing in the first place is not possible. Okay, so yeah, I think I will mostly copy the pose, but I want a more playful expression. Basically, I feel like drawing this Aunt Sam the way I feel right now. Like, I feel all excited because I love fireworks and I love celebrating anything. Just love the idea of the celebration, so I feel all excited, happy right now, looking forward to the fireworks. So let's see, the arm comes forward, so it's foreshortened a bit. And the hand comes in front. And it comes down like this. Guess the head's not tilted down as much as that. And let's see, the other shoulder is off to the side, a little lower. And the arm. I guess it's kind of like the arm is tucked behind. Like, you can't really see that, but I guess I'll do that since I'm not going to have mine cut off quite as much as this one does. Alright, and torso. Since there's this jacket, it doesn't matter too much about the torso. The jacket's going to hide any feminine physique for the most part. I think I'm going to make it a little mischievous. Let's erase a little bit. I'm going to try not to erase too much, but since I'm sketching directly on the page, it's not gonna, you can't avoid it. Erasing on watercolor paper can really mess up the paper. She's looking evil. I think I need to not have the eyebrows this far down. Instead of mischievous, she looks evil. Okay. Not that far down. Not covering the eyes that much. Okay. Okay, he's looking kind of up. Okay, that's more like it. That's more what I wanted. I wanted playful, mischievous, not evil. How big a difference the eyebrows can make. I'm glad it seems like my stream is working better. I realized another setting I could work with that I didn't think of yesterday on the fly, which was what the output image size, video size was, since the bitrate, changing the bitrate wasn't doing anything. It was making no difference. And I think there might have just been something wrong with my PC, because for the first time ever, skipping in the stream ended up in the video too, and that never happens. No matter how bad the stream is, my video recording has never been affected. So I think that yesterday it must have been the program itself, OBS, or something happening with my PC that was making it jumpy. And that would also explain why changing the bitrate wasn't doing anything. But it had been jumpy like over the past couple weeks, it's just that yesterday was especially bad. But so far it really seems like my stream is doing fine over there, seen on the screen. So I'm happy about that. Just hope that the video is recording just as nicely. So here we come to it. The thing that's still so hard for me that I haven't figured out yet, anime style noses. I guess it kind of helps this propaganda poster. Gives him a really pointy nose. So I think I'll just do that. I want to mess with the mouth some more, but if I mess with it too much, I'm going to spend too much time. And this is just a thing I thought of off the top of my head, so I don't want to spend too long on it. So I'll make it a little bit different. I want to tilt this top hat. I don't want this to be an exact copy of this recruitment poster, and just heavily influenced by it, let's say. I need to have the sides turn out more. need my little tiniest eraser. Almost got this. Guess I need this brim to be wider too. Okay, I get it. Drawing top hats is hard when you don't have any real experience with them. Okay, so the brim goes up like this. It's like, how do I draw this? Oh. Oh. Maybe like that. Something. I don't know what I'm doing. Would have been easier just to copy the picture exactly, but I wanted it to be more playful. Less serious. Such a serious grump face in this picture. You would join the army now. You join the army. Alright. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I'm figuring it out. Oops. Alright, top hat. That's going to have to be good enough, because if I keep messing with this, I'm not going to be able to finish. Oh man, it goes way higher than this. This is a huge top hat, man. Goes up and out. Up and out. Way the heck up here. Did I not erase this? I thought I got this line. I'm gonna spend much more time on this. Come on. Don't want to spend much more time on the freaking hat. There. That's good enough. Guess I better draw in these stars. It's got these lovely big stars on it. And they like wrap around. There's some here too. And there's one over here. There. That's good. That's good. Now, Uncle Sam's hair in this picture seems to be quite curly. So let's get this side too. I don't like that. I was doing those little blush marks, but nah. Nah. Okay, I think I need to start with her finger and hand. It seemed so good until I added the other fingers. How does it look like when I do that? Yeah, I guess that's pretty good. This needs to be resting on top of this finger though. Alright, and then there's the knuckles for the other fingers. And the rest of the hand. Whew, jeez. What a complicated hand. Hands aren't exactly easy to freaking draw either. Okay, I get it. I need the hand to come out from this level, not here. Okay, close enough. Now the wrist is showing. And then there's a cuff. I guess it needs to start up higher. Alright, and it's just a regular sort of jacket. Can do that. Too bubbly right there. Not bubbly. I need it to be more stiff. No, that's not right. There. It's got this huge bow tie. think this is good for the pencil to begin with. I'll paint over the pencil, and then at the end I'll add ink details to bring stuff out. But I'm not going to ink first like I would for a marker drawing. Sweet. Okay. Guess I will erase these guidelines now so that I don't accidentally paint them into place. Alright, so I need my little watercolor thing, little watercolor palette. Well, this is so small. I wonder if I should do a little bit of sponge work before I do the main painting. I think I will. Just a little bit. But what do I want? Pink, maybe a little red. Yeah, I'll do red on one side. And I'll do blue on the other side. I love using sponges to get some cool effects on a watercolor piece. And you can reuse these sponges over and over, so it's like, it's really cool. Ooh, I'll try to get blue only. Oh, I need anything. Maybe. Still seems kind of sad. Huh, nah, that's good. Try to get this in here. Too much water. Oh well. This is going to be different in its own way. Shaking off some excess water. I want to get some more blue here, but not too much. There, that already looks so patriotic. Ah, it's so fun. Watercolor is so fun. I'm glad I just started thinking of this idea and stuff kept coming to me. Like, I guess I'm inspired by the holiday. I was getting my supplies and I'm like, ooh, I could use this too, and started thinking of things, and it wasn't even like because I was seeing them as I was getting other stuff. I just started being inspired, remembering things that I hadn't thought of. Okay, so this is still a little bit wet, so maybe I can start with the bow tie. Indeed, I already have this red right here. And the bow tie's red, so I'll start with this. Use this little tiny brush. It's actually been a while since I've painted with proper watercolors like this. I've been using those Inktense pencils. And I guess I've done art snacks challenges and lucky dips with watercolors, but that doesn't feel the same to me because those are like so mixed media and so unexpected. I haven't done a piece where I go into it knowing watercolor is going to be my main thing and that's what I want to focus on or whatever. I haven't done something like that in a while. I've been considering, there's a local place called the Gem Center for the Arts, and they have classes where if you teach a class you get some percentage of money from the fees. So I was thinking that maybe I could teach. I looked at their lineup and they didn't seem to have a watercolor class. But the only reservation I had was I don't paint like, I'm not like a classically trained watercolor person. I am mostly self-taught. And I do things for goals that traditional style artists just don't have. Like most, they're not usually doing anime inspired art like I am. Get some color directly from the, now that this seems dry, directly from the, what do you call that, a cake? Call that something. Anyway, there's either, oh, pan, that's what they call it. These are called pans. Though maybe they're called cakes too. I don't know. It's just that it's pre-formed into a little cube so that you can replace it easily. Anyway, I'm taking paint directly from that so I can get some stronger color in here. Yeah, there are benefits to regular watercolor paint over the watercolor pencils that I've been using. So as I'm painting this, I can get a lot finer details. Alright, let's smooth this paint out a little bit, adding some water and drawing it upwards. Need a little bit more water for this side. And I love that gradient you get when it's just like the amount of water you had pulled the pigment, but there wasn't enough pigment. I don't know how to explain what happens, but I love that effect. I love how that looks. You probably can't even see it on the camera right now. It's a really subtle effect. these are called pans. Get the color from the pan. It's a pan or a tube is what you get your watercolors in. So tubes are, these are tubes. Even though this is gouache. Gouache is opaque watercolor. It's still watercolor, but it doesn't have this nice translucence. To me, it works like matte. It dries like matte acrylic. So acrylic being plastic, being made out of plastic, dries kind of shiny. Unless you add a mattifier, you can add that. You can add so much stuff to acrylic paint. But gouache, when it dries, is very matte. It's not shiny at all. Okay, that's probably good enough for the bow for now. I will add a little more once it's dried. I'll add a different color. Let's see. What are his eyes? I can't tell. I can't tell if they even have a color. I'm gonna zoom in. Oh yeah, this is huge. You see a giant. Yeah, it looks like his eyes are supposed to be blue. I rather think it would be cool if I make my character's eyes one red and one blue. I'm gonna do it. And then I'll do it opposite of this background. That's gonna be super cool. Okay. So we'll do a red one on this side. I guess we'll start with this more watered down over here. I guess I don't have to be too careful about retaining this eye shiny because I can just use a little gouache and make a new one. In fact, it would be easier if I didn't try so hard to keep it. My characters turn out super cool. Aunt Sam. Aunt Sam. Awesome. Awesome. Now for some blue. Definitely going to be using ink around this area for the eyes to add the eyelashes and stuff in. Shoot, got all on her face. I was trying to adjust my brush and I went blap. Maybe I can pull it off. And a little brush. Try to fix it. paper towel. Get it wet with the brush. You gotta make sure not to get the part that you want to keep. And then use the paper towel and lift it off. Keep working it to get it to move it off of the page. Spread out the pigment. Yeah, it actually looks kind of cool. If I can't get it all the way off, maybe I will add like makeup or something. That's not what I wanted to do though. Maybe once I add the skin tone. Well, I'm just gonna have to deal with that as I get to it. Man, I wish my cat hadn't gotten in here yesterday. There's hairs all over everything. Okay, what next? Oh. I wonder what this color is. That must be black. Is this... what is this? Oh, it's a different blue. I like this blue. I think I'll use this blue for the coat and stuff. The hat. It looks the same now. Get a little more pigment there. Oh yeah, this is looking awesome. I'm happy with my idea. I think my idea's turning out good. Whoops, I colored on the star. Oh well, it's just gonna have to be that way. Whoopsie. It's hard to tell what was there since I put the little sponge work on there. That's why that happened. I love these little edges that you get from watercolor when you're working on rough paper. Well, it's not rough, but it's got some texture to it. Yeah, the edges are not perfectly smooth. They've got a little bit of, I don't know. I just love it. I love how it looks. Maybe I could submit this to the fair. It would be so small though. Alright, there's that part. Now time to do the jacket. I'm just gonna try to make this sort of fade out. not really a hard edge here since I haven't drawn the whole arm or body or anything. Oh, it's so fun. It's so fun. Watercolors are super fun. More pigment. This arm is in the back, so it needs to be darker. This color is beautiful. This color paint. I always think about how when you're in the basic level art classes, especially painting classes, they're always emphasizing how, oh, you can mix any color of paint. But you can't really. You can't get... It's like, yes, you can mix red and yellow, get orange. You can mix like yellow and red and white and get a skin tone and whatever. But you get such nicer colors if they're specifically designed to be that color. So I prefer, rather than having a bare minimum and always mixing all of my unique colors, prefer to have as many color options available as possible. And then if I want to mix those, then I'll mix those. Alright, gotta be kind of careful here. It's a really tiny little area. I love this super tiny brush I've got. It does a great job. Except when I drop it, but that's not the brush's fault. Yes. Okay, next label. Collar, I'm not sure if this is... I think it's part of label. Anyway, next. Oh shoot, I got blue. No, I wanted black. This label is black. that's hair and that's an ear. I think this is still a maple here. There. Whoosh. Okay, I can go back over here now. I think the rest of the jacket is dry, so I can do this part. Get some of this color from over here. Oops. Yeah, but I did it. It's too late now. Make maple just a little bit bigger, I guess. Okay, that side is good. I'm gonna let that dry. This stuff is this dark blue too. I need just the tiniest little bit for this little triangle. Okay, maybe a little tiny bigger bit than that. Okay, a little bit bigger. It's covered by both the hand and this sleeve for the most part. This cuff. Okay, a little bit darker. And then we're going to bring it down. This paper just feels really nice. It's just really feels really good under this hand. As I'm painting, I'm just like, ah, feels so good. Okay, moving on. Man, she is looking good. Okay. I guess I will start over on this side because I want that other stuff to dry. I don't want to touch it. Start down here. That's dry, so I'm going to go back up here. Oh, and now I want to put a little dark here for shadow. Now this sleeve opening. This needs to be colored too. go over to this sleeve and finish it. See how that dries before I do more. Before I do more blue, I mean. Can move on to something else now. Well, the skin. Let's see. Probably gonna have to mix a skin tone. Here's this yellow, but no, I shouldn't have to have yellow. Not like this. And I'll add a little red to it. Okay. And porcelain and a little bit of white. What's that? No, still too pinky peach. Although this might be good for like cheeks. So let's just start with this. Actually, it's not bad now that I'm putting it on here. Let's start with this over the whole face, actually. Making a custom color with this tiny brush sucks. Now this is an ear. I can hardly even tell what I did with the hair here. So here's a curl, and this curl went like this. I think this is the ear exposed, and it comes out and like that. And that's the ear on that side. Ah, there's not enough for the hand. Okay, I gotta use a bigger brush to make this color. So, I'll start with this yellow again. Get a bunch of it. Yeah, it's much better. It's actually going down on the palette. a little bit of red. I'll take it from over here. Add that in. And then some white. Yeah, that's good. That's a good color. Actually, would like it to have a little bit more red. Okay, now for the hand. Start at the parts where it'll be most pink. Small tips of the fingers. And the knuckles. Oh, I'm painting with the big brush. No, I didn't want to. I'm paint with the little brush. Well, that's why these round brushes are so good. You can get little tiny lines out of them still. Okay, now I'm going to spread this out through the rest of the hand before it dries. Hello, Mocap. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. Yes, the skin color is working out great. I'm doing awesome. I am looking forward to the fireworks tonight. Are you in the U.S.? Do you live in the U.S.? Is it Independence Day for you too? I need more color for the knuckles here. Ah, Canada. Our neighbors to the north. What part of Canada do you live in? Pretty close to the border or way far away? I'm in Idaho, so I'm kind of close to Canada. And then we'll bring this down into the arm. Is that on the east side of the country? I'm not an expert with geography. But in my mind it seems easterly. Oh, good. I'm glad I had that right. I mean, east is pretty. There's only 4 directions I could guess, so. But it really did feel like it was probably that way. So we're pretty far away. Oh, thank you. Thank you for checking out my website. I'm so happy when people look at my online stuff because I put lots of work into getting it up there and everything. I'm glad you like my work. So let's see, how's the shading on this picture? Not too harsh of shading, just a little shadow under the nose. And let's do one under the lip and along the jawline. Oof, gotta be careful not to draw this black paint up. And smooth it out a little bit so it's not too harsh. Yes, nice and smooth. Nice and gradual. That's something that's great about watercolor, is just being able to get the nice gradual change in tone. So we'll get some lines next to the nose. Some shading next to the nose. So subtle, I bet you can't see it on the camera. It'll show up once I scan this in though. And this hat's gonna be casting a lot of shadow, so let's make the forehead all dark. And this eye too, because I gave her a tilted hat. Forgot about the ears. Well, at least there's still a little bit of this color that I mixed up. Okay. Maybe there's enough to get a little more on this arm. The arm's looking too light. Way too light. There, that's better. And maybe a little some in here too. Okay, that's good. That's good for the skin for now, until I add more shading. I think I want to add more dark blue to this sleeve. Bring that up a little bit. What's that? Okay, maybe a little bit more over here. I'm streaming from my computer, from my PC. I have a separate webcam thing. The computer is way over there. Oh, you know, totally missed this spot right here. Thank you. I was really happy when I found this camera, because it's not the best for picking up details. Like on this picture, you can't see the graphite lines at all, but for the budget I had to work with, this was an excellent find. It's actually, they call it like a document camera or something. They don't advertise it as a webcam or whatever you'd typically look for, but it works. I didn't spend too much on it. I spent less than $100, I think. Maybe someday I'll get one that can pick up all the details. Ooh, someone just did a firework overhead. Illegal fireworks. I don't know if that got picked up by the camera, but that was loud. Yeah, that's better. Now the inside of the sleeve. Ugh, gotta change my position. My back always starts hurting after about an hour and a half working. Okay, now so looking at the reference image, guess I could do her hair first. That's more straightforward because it's gray. Well, in the reference image, they kind of use the same gray color for the hair and for the hat and stuff. So what the heck, I'll just mix a gray. It's not black and white though. It's got some like green in it. Let's see if I can figure it out. A little black down. And white though. Mix that in. It's probably going to be too dark. Well, maybe not. Once I spread it out with more water on the page, it might not be too dark. Okay, and then this green color it's got. There's even like some pink in it. Well, I'll start with the green. It's more to this one. A little bit of this. How's that? I'll add a little brown. I'll add some of this brown. Ooh! That's good. That's what I'll use. Okay. Start on the hat. The brim is the darkest part. Mostly just outline this part. So I don't want to put too much black ink on the white areas when I'm finished. That's pretty good. Need some more. Something's buzzing me on my wrist. It's gonna have to wait. I don't know if it's a message or what. Calendar appointment? Probably not my calendar, because I don't have anything scheduled until lunchtime. Yes, it's good. Blend it in. Well, these stars need some of this too. Especially to help them stand out from the white background. Oops, pulled a little bit of blue in. Okay. Okay, and a little bit on this part. Ah, starting to run out of my special color. I haven't even got to the shirt yet. And a little darker on this side. More shadow on this side. A little bit more on this brim. Guess it doesn't need to be stark white. Yay, I think that looks good for the hat. So I'm gonna do the shirt. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough of this color. Do the darkest part first. That's the inside of this sleeve. And right here, where the jacket will be casting a shadow too. Okay, just a bit more. Come on, color. Last me. Last me. Mostly just need to get these wrinkles in the shirt. I think I need more than this though. That might be okay. It might be okay. Spread this out with water now. There's always a sense of urgency with watercolor when you're doing a part like this, and you're like, I gotta get done before it dries. But you can't overdo it. You gotta be careful, because if you get too excited, put too much water or too much paint, it messes it up. But even that can be fun, because it's interesting trying to figure out how to work with something that you didn't want to do. Luckily I'm not having that problem today though. I was just running out of color, but it seems fine. Maybe I'll use a slightly bigger brush to spread this out more. Oh yeah, I definitely don't have enough of that color, so I was going to use it for the hair too, I forgot. Well, time to make a new color. New custom color. Got some black. some white. Mix those up. And I added green and brown. Try to get the same ratio. If I don't, it'll be okay because the hair's different anyway. It's a different, totally different thing. So it's not the same color as the shirt. It's not a problem. I'm going to work from side to side so that each section of hair can have a chance to dry before I move on to the next section. Dang it, I thought it would be dry by now, but it wasn't. Oh well. Oh, back. At least it was dry up here. So that's still maintained. Well, even though it got messed up a little bit over here, I think overall the hair worked out good. I'm gonna add a little bit to this part of the hat. I need it to be a little darker right here. Maybe down here too. Man, water is getting really gross. I have to change it. And I'll add a little more to the shirt because it should be a lot darker than this since it's got shadows coming from the bow tie and from the coat. Bit too dark right there. Try to work that a little bit, that part. Okay, now what I want to do, satisfied with most of the watercolor at this point. I think all I want to do is add a little more pink and make another customized color. Heck, I'll make it over here in this little block of red. Just want to add some more pink to the skin. That's actually a perfect color. Right there. Kind of hard to see on this side because my lamp is like shining right in the water on the wet page. And I'll do this a little bit on the tip of the nose, just a little bit. And I want to add some to the hand too. Fingertips and knuckles. And maybe a little bit here on the wrist. I'll put a little bit on the chin too. It's looking kind of neglected. And a little red to the chin. See, I want to add a little bit of this color, just a tiny bit. Okay, maybe this brown instead, or in addition. I'm gonna get a shadow color a little bit, just for a couple little areas. Just want to add the tiniest bit of shadow. Like right here. Yeah, that's better. And maybe a little bit in the hand too. Okay, now I feel done with the watercolor. Not completely done, just on the watercolor. Yeah, what the heck, I'll just leave this for now. Done with that. So, should I go on to inking first or do my little gouache stuff? This is gonna be so good. I'm so glad that I got these, that someone gave them to me. I don't even know who gave them to me exactly. They were just in a pile of mail. And I was like, these must be for me. If they're included with all my mail. Okay. So I think I will do the gouache thing first. I'm not sure. Not sure how to go about it exactly. So I was going to use a sponge to sponge the color onto the stars and the USA and whatever. Maybe I will do these two background colors again and sort of have them go, like maybe make the red go all the way over here and then do the blue and it goes all the way, but not all the way, but past the halfway point. So a little dab of red. More came out than I thought would. And these are cool because they have Japanese on them. I don't know why they do. They have English, Japanese, French, and Spanish. There's a little warning here. Gouache will dry out, crack, and may fall from the palette. It's true. Even though it's watercolor, it doesn't stay in your palette very good because of that. You can still reuse it. You just have to be careful. Oh, goodness. Bit of a pain to open this one. Okay, I'm going to put it on the completely opposite side. Actually, I'll put it a third of the way. Alright, got my red, got my blue. Blue got a bunch of little dry bits all over everything. There. Remove the dry bits. Okay. Since these farthest stars are cut off by the tape, I'm not going to go that far with them. Okay, where's my little tiny sponge? This is what I wanted to use. Little small one. Now, I've got to try to hold this dang thing still. Oh, idea. I will tape it. I will tape it down. That will help. Get it all centered the way I want. Leveled out, hopefully. And tape it down. Sweet. So I need a little bit of water. And I'll start with the red. But I don't want too much water, so I'm going to get a little bit out on my paper towel. Because the whole point of using gouache was so that it wouldn't seep under the stencil and then this isn't working like I thought it would at all. Might seep under the stencil anyway. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it does. This whole piece is a big experiment anyway, so. I need to be a little more careful. I'm moving the stencil with my vigor. These aren't turning out like stars at all, damn it. Guess it would have been better to use a brush. Okay, let's take a peek. There's one big blob. No, this didn't work like I thought it would. Oh well. Look at how cool this looks. Can you see that? That's super cool. Gouache swirling around in the water. Stuff like this is why I wanted this big giant water bowl. You need a lot of water in order to do this and still keep using the water, not have to change it every single time. Okay, dry the sponge out a little bit on the paper towel. And time to try the blue, though I don't have high hopes. Oh well, it is what it is. I wonder what I should do for the rest. Look how cool this is. Look at this. Look at the colors swirling together. That's so cool. At least it was worth it to be able to play with this in the water. Slowly mixing and becoming purple. Ah, stressed out monk, welcome. Yeah, I figured out a setting to change that seemed to fix it. I had it scale down the output for streaming to half what I had it. And that seemed to fix it, so I'm extremely happy about that. I'm doing super good. I can't remember if you live in the US, but I do, so I'm really looking forward to a fireworks display here in Boise later tonight. That's why I was inspired to make this 4th of July like picture. How are you doing? Where am I going to put this tape? I'll put it over here on my desk. So since this didn't work out, I think I got to do something else in order to get this USA on there. Ah, California. I used to live in California when I was a kid. What part of California? I was in the Mojave Desert. I lived in the Mojave Desert in Arizona too. I always seem to end up moving to the desert area of any given state. I wonder if this would work better if I used a brush. I need more tape. Shall I tape it on the picture itself? I think I shall. Won't be for very long. Should be okay. Alright, here we go. Now stay still, you. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of Palm Springs. I couldn't point it out on a map, but it's definitely familiar sounding. Mojave death race. You should tell me what that is. It's like a running event or something? Is it in Death Valley? Yeah, I'm gonna try a brush. I'm gonna go get a flat brush. Here we go. Oh, this is a comb brush. What the heck? Oh, this will work. Silver. Angular. Oh, my cousins live in San Diego. Okay. I can imagine where it is now. Oh yeah, I need to stay away from the water. Don't go in the water. That's why it messes this up. Okay. I'm gonna try to be extra careful. Goodness, it's already dry. Need a little more. Maybe I should have just used acrylic, but I wanted it all to have that same watercolor finish. That nice matte, dry, like kind of powdery finish. Okay, here I go. Ah, my fingers are getting all stained. Alright, yeah. I think this is gonna work. We learn something every day. I guess ideally you'd use an airbrush or something with these stencils. But I haven't got that, so. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you streamed at a time I was able to watch. My internet was, I don't know what it was, because even I was streaming it on my phone, and even then it was like, kept cutting out, and it kept disconnecting me from the chat and stuff, but I could still hear you, and I could still see the video when it wasn't like jumping around. So I was like, I'll just read my manga and listen. Oh, thank you for hosting me too. I really appreciate everything you do for me on Twitch. I don't have very many Twitch friends yet because I'm still pretty new, and then I had all those months where I didn't do anything because I hadn't gotten set back up yet after moving. Thank you for sticking with me. Oh wow, that's a long time. Since May. That's like a month. My goal is to stream every day, but sometimes it's like I have so much stuff to do that I get tempted to just don't do it. But I know that I won't meet anybody, or I won't have anybody come back and see me if I am not here. Okay, second half. Let me see how this worked out. Oh wait, I taped it. Well, it's not perfect, but let's see. Well, yeah, I don't remember what you said you did for work. Is that the reason your name is Stressed Out Monk? I'm pretty sure I asked you that before. Because your job is stressful. Let's see. This flat brush is definitely working better than the sponges. Okay, sit down tight, close and tight. Try not to pain my fingers so much. Probably blocking the camera with my head. Trying to see it so close. Aw, my kitty wants in. No, Barry. Aw, thank you. That's a very nice compliment. I try hard. I always want to be improving. Oh, and the family-friendly thing. Yeah, I do my best with that because there's no reason to scare people away. Because I don't do anything that, I mean, you know, like when I'm on my own or with friends or something, I speak however I wish to speak, but I would like to have my art reach lots of different people, so trying to stay clean is one of my goals with my channel. Well, your channel's still bigger than mine, so you're still my senpai. Twitch senpai. Well, that USA ain't perfect, but maybe if I outline it with ink, it will be better. You can see better the stencil now that I got paint on it. Oh, another piece of tape there. I'm gonna reuse this one, maybe. Yeah, that's true. Yep, disappearing for months on end is not a good thing. But I think that unless something happens to me, I shouldn't have to do that anymore. Since I'm all moved in, and although my studio that I'm in now is still a wreck, it's like so junked up. I've got all these boxes that I haven't unpacked and stuff just not put away. But I can work in it now, so I have no good excuses. Dang it, I thought this was dry. It wasn't dry, and I got it on here a little bit. Oh, I don't have a Discord account, but you're not the first person to ask me about that. I forgot about getting on there. The other person who asked me about it said there was some sort of streamers channel. I don't know if you call it channels on there. It's like IRC or what. I was thinking of joining a long time ago too for Pokemon raids. But I tend not to go out of my way for stuff like that. I don't know if I want to put these stars in the background or not. Do you have a link to your Discord? And then if I join, then I can like find it that way? I don't even know how it works. But plenty of people have told me I should join for various reasons, so I figure maybe I should. I should finally. Now let me look at these stars here. I'm I should put these stars on here. Just not with gouache. What should I do it with? I can do the idea I had, but I didn't get the materials out, which was to put a metallic paint. Let's see. Tape it. Let's rip this tape in half. Should I bring the stars down here? Nah. I'll keep them up. I can't decide. I can't decide where I should put them. I want to fill in some of this white space, basically. Okay, that sounds good. I will look for your whisper. Then I got to go find that other person's streamer's channel that they told me about too. Okay, taping on my painting. Okay, get my metallic paint. Making an account is simple. Is it just like put your email and a password and you're in? I guess I should do silver. I've got silver, King's Gold, and Sunshine Gold. King's Gold and Sunshine Gold. Just not really feeling gold with this. Oh, okay. Excellent. That is simple. I like it when it's easy like that and you don't have to put in like your whole family history before you can sign in. Silver or gold? Silver with the red. I guess I'll go with silver because the gold will stand out too much, and this is still supposed to be like background stuff. Wow. I've never actually used these before. I've used a different brand of silver metallic paint. This is acrylic? Yes, metallic acrylic colors. Okay, let's find out. Whoa, came out a lot faster than I expected. And an arm. Yeah, an arm and a leg to sign up, and then you find out that you don't even want to be a part of it after all. Okay, I'm gonna try to use this flat brush again. I don't want it to be too much. I want it to be kind of transparent. This is just background. It's just to add interest to the empty space. Ah, blast it. Yeah, you really need like an airbrush. Oh, this'll have to do. Oh, that looks pretty. This paint is nice. I like this paint. I think this is what I'll use on my griffin border. My griffin illustration. I had been thinking that I only had silver metallic paint, but now that I remembered, this little pack got several colors that I can use for borders. These big stars are nice because they, even if the paint gets under the stencil, you can still tell it's a star. Instead of these little tiny ones where a bunch of the stars just turn into blobs. I don't know if I've ever done a 4th of July art before. Maybe I could turn this into greeting cards and stuff. Oh man, my water is a mess. Now it's all glittery, sparkly, shimmery. That's the word. It's all shimmery now. It's purple and shimmery. Okay. Gotta get this excess off the back before I lay this down again. Especially since I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it yet for the other side. Okay, just set that off to the side. I also want to suck up some of this extra water. At least this is acrylic, so it'll dry pretty fast. Okay. Now, it's still dry. Drying. Still drying. Come on. I don't want to put this down on it yet because I might smear it. Okay. I think it's dry enough now. Okay, tape down. Do you enjoy working with watercolor? It's one of my favorite mediums. I haven't used it in a while though, and I forgot how fun it is until today. I've been using those watercolor pencils instead. Start on this side and work my way over. And this big old star. Oh, kitty hair. Get off of there. Oh man, I've been having so much fun with this. I didn't notice it's way past my lunchtime. I'm not done yet. I want to finish it. You like oil more? I hate oil. Watercolor is my favorite. And when I did my first level oil class in college, my first painting ever with oils, they were like, "You work with watercolor a lot, don't you?" Like, oh, how could you tell? I do see the appeal though. I see why others like it. I don't think that it's not worthwhile or anything. It's just not my style. What do you like about oil painting? Be careful. Try not to get too much on the jacket here. Guess I need a little bit more water. There we go. Gotta remember to wash this palette right away so that I don't let this acrylic dry on here. Wasn't expecting to use acrylic, but... Aw, this star turned into a big blob. Dang it. Oh well, it's a big blob now. Oh, yes, feel free to share. I'd be happy to see your pencil or colored pencil or both or whatever. Whatever you like. I love colored pencil. That's another one of my favorite media. I always have them around. I haven't done a full colored pencil piece in a long time though, where it's nothing but colored pencil. I guess I usually do mixed media in general, so that makes sense. Okay, this part can be a little bit tough. Not get the hat. Don't get the hat. And don't get the hair too. Okay, clean out my brush. Oh yeah, pushing values around and over, that's definitely a huge advantage to oil, even over acrylic, because you know acrylic dries relatively fast, so you can't come back the next day and move stuff around. But with oil, just add a little bit of turpentine or whatever you want, linseed oil, Let's take a look at this. Oh, it's a cute little foxy. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I love the blue with the orange too. Reddish orange. Let's see. I don't use Instagram very much, but I'm gonna follow you while I'm on here. There. Yeah, that was super cute. I love foxes. And those blue eyes really do. Blue and orange just look so good together. That's a good color combo. Okay, I'm done with this. And I should wipe this off. I gotta get it on my desk. There's just no choice. Yeah, you can't go much more opposite than blue and orange. At least on your standard color wheel. Other side. I'm going to get as much of this acrylic off as I can before it dries on here. This is why I don't like acrylic, because it's like, you can never get it away. Once it dries on there, at least not on something like this. That's probably good enough. There's still a little bit, but I don't think it would mess up future uses of this stencil. You're going for a piercing vibe, like you wanted to really grab people's attention, or I don't know if I understand. Okay, that's clean enough. Alright, now what? I've got this background done. Though I applied the paint more heavy on the one side, but I guess it doesn't matter since this is a different color back there anyway. Yeah, I can play with this a little bit. Yeah, it's already pretty dry. I won't mess with it. Okay, time for the final stage, and then I can go have lunch. And I'm gonna have to properly wash this after I'm done here. It's full of sparkles. It's probably because the water is full of sparkles, so there's no way it's ever gonna wipe this acrylic out before it dries too much. In fact, I'm just gonna get the towel wet and sit it in there, and then that way it won't dry out. Okay, now I just wanted to do some inking. I think I'll just use my little favorite Cocoa Edo pen. Oh yeah. Foxes as an aggressive animal species from the point of view of the creatures below them on the food chain. That's definitely true. They are the top of their... There's not many animals that'll try to eat a fox, so they're the top of their little food chain. I love predator animals in general. Fox is one of the ones I love. My favorite is wolves. It's my favorite animal ever in the whole world ever. for my first wedding anniversary, I made a picture for my husband, and I was a wolf and he was a fox. Let's see. I don't think I need to outline everything. Just kind of need to add some lines here and there where it needs help. Oh, thank you. Thank you for drawing me a wolf. Are you going to stream it? I'll try to watch a stream. I love wolves. They are just the best. They're so great. They're so awesome. Yeah, let's get a little line in this bow tie to emphasize a little fabric overlapping. And this hand definitely needs help. Needs help standing out. The ink is a little bit unpredictable on this paper because of the texture. Trying to be extra careful what it's like. Yeah. It's wobbling around a little bit. Trying to do the lightest possible lines. Okay. Do you think you're going to stream it today? Today is the day I could probably catch it. So after this, I have the day off till I go into the fireworks at around 5 or 6, I think. Yeah, here we need a little help. And get these shirt wrinkles a little bit. And this is why I like these brush pens so much. I get this tiniest little lines out of them without having to switch. I guess I'll do some indication of where the two halves of the shirt overlap. Okay. Yeah, in 20 minutes, that'll give me time to eat lunch. But I can probably stream on my phone either way. Can't believe I'm not actually hungry yet. That's how much fun I've been having on this piece. It's good to just do some random project. Alright, how's that? Do I need anything else on the jacket? Maybe right here. Glad this pen is doing pretty good on this paper too. Sometimes on watercolor paper, pens can just get totally sucked dry and the nibs are like ruined and you have to like work with them forever until they finally start producing ink again. Almost done. Here comes the best part. The eyes, that's always the funnest part. I'm glad you can barely tell now. That area where I got blue on the face. You can hardly even tell. And eyebrows. Wait, where did my reference image go? Oh, he's got huge bushy eyebrows. Okay. So close to done. I think I'm going to start working from the top down now. Alright, top hat. Oh, that's okay. Digital is fine. I love digital art just as much as traditional art. Although I enjoy making traditional art more. Am I interested in people who make cosplay armor? In general, I suppose. Why do you ask? It's kind of out of the blue. I love cool cosplays. Adding some detail. Oh, cool, yeah. You want to send me her Twitch channel? I'll follow her. I am following a different cosplay creator too already. The person I'm already following is the person I want to make my Cardia from Code Realize costume. But she's so good, and that's why I want her to make it, that I gotta save up before I can afford her services. So for now, I just watch her make lovely cosplays and dream about when it will be my turn. I'm the kind of cosplayer who just likes the cosplay, like the costume play, being in the costume and playing the character. I'm not a big fan of actually making it. I like to spend my creative energy on this kind of art and then just pay people to make my costumes. Nearly done with this. I haven't given Aunt Sam here any pupils yet. First I'm adding a little bit fine details to the hair. Not able to do exactly what I want because of the paper, but that ended up really dark. The texture of this painting under my hand is even more interesting now because the acrylic paint, it's like rough. Yes, this is turning out great. I'm so happy with it. Let's see, I just want to do lines like this, some texture lines. Oh yeah, that's good. That is good. See here on the bow. Just doing the final. Okay, I think to finish these irises. Oh, and then I needed white gouache. Okay, I'm not completely done. I gave myself a big project to do. Oh wow. It's like she came to life. Putting the pupil in there brings them to life. Yay! She looks just like I wanted. Oh, happy 4th of July to you too. have fun setting up. I'm looking forward to your stream. And thank you for stopping by today. I always appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's good for the ink. Oh, did I get a little spot? Oh, good. It was just a little fleck. Do this eyelash a little bolder. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And since I can't see the paint anymore, I'm going to do an ink line for her bottom lip there. I think that's good for that. Now I just need to do the white gouache. And that's why I left this spot open. Maybe if I open it not over my picture, it won't get little sprinkles all over it. Little sprinkles. Last little thing, and then I can sign it, and then I'm done, and then I can go eat lunch. Red, white, and blue on my palette. Red, white, and blue. Okay, that's a little too much. I need to get a finer point on this. So I'm going to do little tiny shinies in her eyes. Anime style shinies. Wash is so good for this. I love it. I love it. I love white gouache for the final details. Where else might I need? Maybe on the hair a little bit. It's gray hair, so it won't show up too much, but and maybe a little bit of highlight on her cheeks. Make her look like she's got a nice lustrous complexion. A little bit on her bottom lip too. And the tip of her nose. Always when I do my makeup, love to put highlighter on my nose. I don't know why, I just think it looks really good. Yeah, you can barely even see that. There's a little hair in it, but I can't touch it because it will. Can't touch it yet. Maybe a little bit on this band on the top hat. guess I could do a little bit to try to clean up this part where the blue is in the wrong part of the eye. Yeah, that did the trick. Put a little bit on her finger. Sort of bring it out. Towel. I should have brought a second towel, but I didn't know I'd be using acrylic and stuff. Wonder if I should use just a little bit on a larger brush to add highlight to the jacket on one side. On the side I've generally been making the light come from. Maybe start out just a little bit. Now I do want to put a little bit of hatching here and there on this side. This is sort of match with what I've done with the hat up top. Okay, I better stop messing with it, so I'm going to sign this. I really should eat lunch. Yay! It's all done. My 4th of July piece. Which I don't think I've ever done one before, but I was just inspired. So, that's it for today. I ran for an hour longer than usual, but I was just so into this. I'm taking the rest of the week off for the holiday, so I will see you next week on Monday. Thanks for watching.